Millennials, the most hated and yet the most highly sought after group because of their buying power and size. When I ask my clients, who do you want to attract? Who do you want as customers? More and more of them are saying that they want to work and attract millennials. Well, if you want to attract millennials to your business, there are some key things that you might want to keep in mind. So stay to the end because I have something to give you. And if you want to know more about how to attract and keep millennials as your customers, subscribe and keep watching. Here's the thing about millennials. We have a reputation for being spoiled, bratty kids. But the reality is millennials are people who were born in the 80s and 90s. Which means that millennials can be any age between 35 to 20. That's a huge gap. So that also means that millennials are really business owners, they're homeowners, they're parents, and much more. So first and foremost, let's look at the reality that when you're talking about working with millennials and attracting millennials to your business, you're talking about attracting a wide range of adults. Most millennials grew up in a time where if you were a part of a sporting event, everyone got a trophy. If you're participating in something in school, everyone is going to be recognized. And in this environment where inclusion became so important, authenticity really took a serious backseat. So when you measure that and marry that with a generation that has had the greatest access to technology, you'll find that millennial buyers, those customers, those clients that you want, they are not going to hesitate to research you. They're going to look up your brand. They are going to Google you. They want to find out, well, why is it that you're selling what you're selling? Why did you come up with that idea? And who are you helping with your business? Now, I realize that this might sound very lofty when you're thinking about simply scaling your business or trying to sell property or to grow your products and brands so that you can get picked up by a major retailer or bought out in some instances for technology tools. But millennials do want to know these things from you. They want to know what is motivating you to ask for their money. And that all is coming from a place of inauthenticity that they've become really jaded by. So they want to know, well, who are you and what are you about and what are you going to do with my money once I pay you? Now again, I know this may seem really lofty and something that maybe you don't want to get into, but here's the reality. If you want to do business with millennials, you have to be open and have a strong digital reputation. Where does your business stand when someone Googles you? What are they going to find? Are they going to find anything? Because not having a presence is nearly as bad as having a bad reputation. You do need to have some kind of evidence out there. Now you may think, I've been had a business for 15 years, 19 years, 10 years, 5 years, and I've done just fine. Well, I want to bring this statistic and reality to you. Millennials are the largest working generation right now, and they're only going to grow. And these behaviors that they're developing now will be behaviors that are expected of you moving forward. You know, for the greatest generation, we became accustomed to the 9 to 5, being dependable. With other generations, we looked into being more flexible at work, being able to come in jeans, getting rid of casual Friday and turning that into casual every day. And now we're looking at digital tools that are becoming more and more of a regular part of business. So really, if you're thinking about doing business with millennials, you're thinking about the future. You're creating a business that can sustain the test of time. And if you want to sell to millennials and you want to prepare your business to grow, scale, and have a steady growth, and really for it to be around in the next couple of years, you need to be able to find ways to work with millennials where they are. So here are some things you can do. Be Googleable. Have some type of presence online. Because, like I said before, millennials are very, very comfortable with technology. And the very first thing that they're going to do is simply look you up. So have something there. Be present. Use social media. Using social media is only going to help you to grow your digital reputation. There's so many different platforms that you can use, and depending on the demographic that you're trying to reach, millennials, if that's for you, means that you should have at very least a Facebook page, business page. You should have an Instagram, and you should have a Snapchat, and finding ways to use Snapchat and Instagram stories or Facebook dailies in order for you to use these things properly. And you see this video right here, this YouTube video? Well, YouTube is the #2 at the time of filming this website. And that's because they're a part of Google. So when someone's Googling you, the strongest way for you to have a presence and to be able to control that narrative is to start using video. So if you aren't doing that, now's the time to start. And last, you want to be able to tell your brand story. Tell your story. Why are you selling what you're selling? Who is your ideal customer? How did you come about with your ideas? Share and share more and more about your business, the behind the scenes. How are you putting together these wonderful services that you're offering, or this awesome kick-ass product that you're putting on the market? Make all of those things available. So to recap for you, the 3 things that you definitely want to do if you want to have millennials as your customers and to keep them as your customers is to be Googleable, use social media, and tell your brand story. I hope you found this information useful, and if you did, go ahead and give me a like. If you have some other comments about how you can connect with millennials or things that you found, please write it in the comments, put it below, because I'm sure someone else wants that information for their business and for their brand. I promised you something at the end of this video, and I want to give you my free social media guide. You can sign up for that, and we have all of those top tips that you can put into action right away for your business. And if you want to grow your social media presence, I want to invite you to be a part of the Social Media for Small Business webinar, where you can get some great information about the different things that you can be doing for your business. It's a part of the Social Media for Small Business course, which has all of this dynamic information broken down for you in an easy to follow modules that cover all of the most popular social media platforms out today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this information useful. Go forth and flourish.